I just built this very basic health tracker app with one command, and in this video I'm going to share the easiest possible way to build a mobile application not only for Android but for an iPhone as well. There is a new tool out there which is called A0.dev, and this tool actually builds mobile applications in minutes. This tool is backed by Y Combinator. Y Combinator is a startup accelerator VC firm. OpenAI was part of Y Combinator as well. This is the basic health tracker app that I showed you in the beginning that I built with a very simple prompt. What I'm really impressed by is actually the speed and quality of code that this app actually writes. I'll show you that in a minute. This tool has two modes. One is UI Expert, which is best for UX designs, and another one is Advanced Logic, which is best for complex problems. The only catch here is this tool has only 3 days of free trial, and after 3 days you have to upgrade this tool for $20 per month. And for $20 it allows you to build up to 50 apps per month. Before I tell you that should you use this tool or not, let's just dive deep and build something really complex in this tool and then make a decision based on that. So before we start, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and please click on that like button. Our goal for this video is to reach 2000 likes. Alright, so to start using this tool, you can simply just go to A0.dev and you can simply just sign up using Google. Next, now you can actually explain your idea. What exactly do you want? Create an Airbnb style home screen with a screen bar at the top and scroll grid of property listings. Each listing should show an image cursor, price, rating, and basic details. I'll simply just click on enter, and now it will actually start creating this app in React Native using Expo. So now it has now started. Alright, so it has just created this very basic Airbnb kind of screen. This is not a functional screen. I mean, I cannot click on that and I cannot like open every single listing. So let's just click on apply. So let's just accept these changings. And after that, let's just now like try to create like more detailed features in this. When I click on any of these listing items, it should open a dedicated listing page for that particular listing, including the details about that listing. There should be an option to book. There should be a proper booking and appointment feature. So what we're doing, we're actually giving it two different tasks. One is to create a page, a dedicated listing page for each listing, and then open that listing page. Second thing is we're asking it to like create a booking feature. Now these are two different features. I mean, it has to now like think step by step and build these two features all together in one command. So what I'll do, I'll simply just like switch to this advanced logic tab. After that, I'll just simply click on enter, and then let's just see what it builds. By the way, if you're wondering about how I got this speech to text option, so this is actually on Windows. Simply just click on your Windows icon on your keyboard and plus H, so you can actually get this thing in here. Then you can simply just click on that and it will actually enable your speech to text. Okay, so it is thinking right now. So because right now we have an advanced logic enabled, so hopefully it like now like build something, but it is taking too much time. Okay, so it is now showing this error sending message, failed to fetch. Let's just copy this prompt again and let's just paste that again and see if it responds now. Okay, so it is working now, fine. All right, the problem is, did you notice something? So I clicked on this advanced logic tab, so it was then, I mean, it did not write code when I clicked on that advanced logic tab. And now when I clicked on this UI Expert tab, so now it is actually writing this code. So that's the problem. I mean, because maybe I'm on a free trial, it needs more credits, but on free trial it gives you 15 messages. That means you can actually give prompt for 15 times. So right now it is writing this code. There's an issue. I'll just click on this fix issue. Okay, I think that issue is fixed now. Oh no, that issue is still there. Just click on that. Let's just try to fix that issue again. Click on apply. The issue is still there. All right, that issue is fixed now. And when I click on any of these listings, it actually opens this dedicated page for that particular listing with this listing detail with a very nice image and really amazing this UI design. Now let's test this app on our mobile phone. To test this app on our mobile phone, you need to install this app which is called Expo Go on your mobile phone. Either you are using an Android phone or an iPhone, you can simply just download Expo Go app from App Store or Google Play Store. Once you download your app, simply just click on this scan QR code button. Simply just click on this button. It will open this QR code thing. Then just go to your app page on A0.dev. Then simply just click on this view on your phone button, and now you need to scan this QR code. Simply just scan it, and now within seconds your app is now opened on your phone. You can simply just click on that, and now it is actually opening this Airbnb page. So you can see like for each page, you can simply just click on each listing in here. So we got right now, I think 3 listings. So for each listing, it got a dedicated listing page, and then you can simply just open those listing page, and then further you can just like click on the booking and then like build that booking option further. So now as you can see, we consumed around 6 messages in building this very basic app, but still this is worth it because the design, I really love this design. This looks very finished design and the code is super clean. It looks very nice. So you can just like keep on building from here. And once you're done building this app, you can simply just click on this export button and you can download this source code in a zip file. And now you can actually open this source code on maybe like Cursor, on Windsurf or Visual Studio, wherever you want to open it, and you can simply just carry on development from there. Now the big question, should you pay $20 for this tool or not? If you're an absolute beginner and your goal is to just like create quick prototypes without writing a single line of code, without interacting any code, you just need to start building very basic, simple mobile applications, then yeah, you should try this tool. But let me just tell you something, you cannot build anything complex in this tool. To build something complicated, you need to do like third-party integrations, you need to like have APIs in your app, and to achieve all of that, this tool might not be the best choice for you. One more thing, in this tool you can only build mobile applications, while if you know Bolt.new also allows you to build mobile applications, but you can build web applications as well on Bolt.new. Bolt.new also cost around $20, but still these web-based AI code editors are very basic tools and you can only build something very simple in these tools. If you're looking to develop something serious and something complex, I highly recommend you using something like Cursor, something like Windsurf, or maybe Visual Studio. But with these native AI code editors, you can actually build something more complex. You can build complex applications. I have created very detailed and in-depth tutorials about building mobile applications in Cursor. You can find these tutorials on my YouTube channel. So tools like Cursor and Windsurf cost almost same, but with these tools you get proper development experience. You can build anything that you want. You can build really complex mobile applications, even web applications, whatever you want. So my recommendation is, if you're not a technical person and you are just looking for ease and convenience to build something quick, yeah, sure, use these kind of tools, use Bolt.new, use A0.dev. But if you're actually looking to build something complex, something that you can actually launch and something that has actual proper features in it, so then you should use something like Cursor and Windsurf. You can share your thoughts in comment section. I see you next video. Bye bye.